Do you mind if I do something? I watch your show.
What happens if I say yes?
I watch your show, and one of the things you do that I get a big kick out of is when you make telephone call to somebody, from somebody in your studio audience, you know, to say hello to their parents or to make an excuse for them or something. Right. You pick it up and call. I would like to do that tonight myself. And I asked to have the phone here. Would you mind if I do that?
Well,
let me show you. Let me show you. First of all...
Do a thing and come back and do it?
What? You want to take a break first? We have time now. It won't take long. I'm going to show you the number. I don't want you... I'm sure you won't say anything because I don't want the people to pick up on this. Do you recognize this number?
No, I don't, John. I've never seen that number before in my life. No, I've never seen it at all. Now, you're not serious about this.
I am serious. Is that...
Yeah, that's it. This is my home phone number back in Indiana.
All right. Did you call your mother on Mother's Day?
I certainly did.
I want to make sure of that, so I have it.
Oh, no.
May I have? Can I use it? I'm serious.
No.
Yes?
You know, Mom's hearing is not what it used to be.
Yes, well...
You have to come up out of the cellar to answer the phone.
Is this the right number?
That's it.
All right. May I borrow your phone?
Well, you want me to dial a deal or what?
I guess it would be all right if...
Now, this is...
Don't let them know what it is, because, some people can read, they hear it and they read the... So I guess we have to dial what, one, then...
One. Is this for real? God, I guess it is. Run for your lives.
All right. One. All right. All right.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is my mother. It's my mother, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Is this Mrs. Dorothy Letterman?
That's right, Dorothy.
Yes, it is. Who's this?
Are you the mother of David Letterman who does Late Night on NBC?
Oh, yes, I am. Well, who is this, please?
Miss Letterman, this is Johnny Carson. I'm calling from NBC in Burbank.
Oh, my word.
Look, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Miss Letterman, can I ask you a question?
Oh, sure.
Has David ever told you that he hopes that I get run over by a Sparklets water delivery truck so he can get the 11:30 time period on NBC? Has he ever told you that?
Yes, he talks about it frequently.
Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Letterman. Bye-bye.
Talks about it frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well... Mothers don't lie.
No, we'll put a tracer on that call. We have to do a commercial. We'll be right back with Johnny Carson phoning your relative. Mom. Welcome back to the show. Obviously, Johnny Carson, you and I look like we might be ushering later at some sort of a
Don't we?
function.
I didn't know you were going to wear your basic hosting outfit tonight.
Now, you mentioned, by the way, Mom was very happy to hear from you. Now, do you want to explain to people that...
I suppose we should let him in on the joke by now. It's an actress by the name of Arlene Banner. She was talking backstage. They didn't tip you, did they?
No.
Good, I'm
In
glad.
fact, it sounded to me like maybe a cheerleader had broken into Mom's house and answering her phone there.
Mom is not as spry as she used to be.
You know, you met my mom about 3 years ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's what I tried to explain to Mom. It was...
Son! No, what did I mean?
It was, it must have been,
About 38 years ago?
No. Yeah, she was working a USO place in Omaha.
Yeah.
Now, cut that out. Yeah. No, you were...
That's right.
You're doing your show.
Yeah.
And my mom was very thrilled. That made her entire trip. She was in California for about 10 days.
I do remember that.
And it scared me silly.
Yeah.
It really did. But it was very nice for you to do that. Sure. Now, we're talking about the contract and so on and so forth. You just signed a new deal here at NBC. Have you ever how many years has it been? You're working on your 23rd
We finished,
year?
yeah, we finished 23 in September, and I understand if you do 25, you get a Timex watch from NBC. And may go for the watch.
Going for the watch.
Go for the watch.
Have you, in all of that time, has there ever been anything NBC said, nope, we're not going to give it to you?
I've pretty well got a lock on them. No. You know, you've negotiated with them. No, we've been very fortunate.
Oh, no, I think my negotiations and your negotiations are two different floors of the building.
No, we've had a good run with the show. We've been very lucky. The audience has been very loyal.
Yeah.
It's been a nice ride.
Yeah, but I do think you,
By the way,
pretty much whatever you want.
you've been doing this now for what, 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years and a couple of months.
I tell you what, you will find if you continue this, there will come a time when you run out of questions. Maybe that's happened to you already.
Could be happening now.
Right now. I sense that. You will have the starlet on, and you will have asked her whether her mother or father had the greatest influence and whether she likes to live in California or not. I have about run out of questions. I
Yeah.
have about 6 or 7 left that I have never, ever asked on the show. I brought them along.
Oh, good.
Just in case.
Thank God.
Just in case you run into that bad interview.
Thank
where
God.
You just don't know what to... I'm going to will these to you.
Maybe I'll jot these down.
All right. You're in real trouble. You say to your guest, what would you do if I jammed a lit highway flare up your nose? You see? It's just one there. Now, you had Bo Derek on the other night, right?
Yes, we did.
You could have said to her, have you ever used one of your vital organs as a hand puppet?
All right. And puppet, highway flare.
Some of these obviously are going to be better than others.
Yeah, well, you got to try them. Oh, you skipped one.
Here's
Did you
one
skip
here. Where do you suppose the sock goes that disappears in the dryer?
Yeah, that's good. Thought-provoking.
You didn't pay for that plastic surgery, did you? That's right. And my favorite, and I think it will probably be yours, but we'll be the judge of that in a moment. You say to your guest, how would American history have been changed if the Secretary of Agriculture in the Roosevelt administration had been Johnny Mathis?
Okay. I think, Johnny, I'll stay with the highway flare and the hand puppet.
That highway flare and the hand puppet.
I like those pretty well. Oh, my gosh. You get a lot of movie offers living in California all these years? You must. People are always saying, this man would be perfect. He would be like another Cary Grant sort of person.
You know, I used to get some offers, and Jack Lemmon always used to say, you know, I could have played a lot of things that Jack played, which would have been fun. But with the Tonight Show, as you know, when you're on the schedule, I only have like the longest period during the whole year is 3 weeks. You really don't have time to make a picture.
Yeah.
And as you get older, all of a sudden it doesn't become much fun. This is fun because this is what television is. You come out, it's right now, it's spontaneous, and you give and you take, and some nights you're good, some nights you don't know what's going to happen. Movies I find kind of boring. You sit there and you have to do it over and over and over again.
You wait 8 hours to do one line.
It takes a lot of discipline. Yeah. So I did do Looking for Love with Connie Francis.
1965 offering, I believe.
1965.
And what was the film, what was the plot in Looking for Love, other than obviously Looking for Love?
I remember the ad was, could Connie pass the kiss test? It was an exciting picture. And it's the only movie that I know that the Motion Picture Academy transferred to flammable nitrate stock. And, I think it is. Usually they do it the other way around, but this one they transferred it back, and it was. Look, they gave me some money, and I was one day, and I went in and did it, and played myself, so it was no big deal.
How do you like the neighborhood? We're neighbors.
Well, I called you about a week ago to come play tennis, and you called and you didn't show.
I know.
Why not?
Well, I was actually, I had cold feet. You know what I mean? I'd feel like a jerk playing tennis with you.
Why?
Well, because 90% of the day I feel like a jerk.
No, but explain it to me that way. Yeah, we're out in Malibu.
Yeah, and you having some work done on the place? We see
fixing up a few things.
Yeah, we sit there late at night in the car.
Yeah. Well, let's keep it that way.
Oh my God. You got to go do your show here. Huh?
Yeah. I've got to. As a matter of fact, what I'm doing tonight, I could do the finish here. I told the first part of the joke on my show earlier tonight.
Yeah.
And I was going to do the punchline here, so people who watch my show would tune in
An
to see this
experiment in
show.
television.
This is a joke.
All right.
In other words, you will not hear...
This is good.
This is the punchline to the joke that I did earlier on my show.
Okay, all right.
And the man says to Mrs. O'Hara, I'm not so sure about that. He got out 3 times to go to the bathroom. Now that's the punchline to the joke that I did.
So people are in on a little television history tonight.
That's right.
Yeah.
Unfortunate as it is, they are.
Yeah. All right, now, well, let me see what we're doing here. We got to, the station identification, what are we? That's it?
I think that means say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
He's doing one of these.
All right, we're done. Okay. It was a pleasure, and what do you think? It wasn't too awkward, was it?
I had fun.
Oh,
Enjoyed
good.
it.
I'm glad you did. You were terrific.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for everything, Johnny. Nice to see you. Johnny Carson, folks. Thank you very much. Very funny.